Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Film Optix podcast. Today, we have a lot to talk about. We're going to be going over the Oscars, the winners and the losers of tonight's awards. And we're also going to be talking about the biggest snubs of the night as well. So let's jump in. All right, and we're back. And today we're going to be talking about the Oscars. My name is Christian, your host, and I have my co-host here, Devin. How are you doing today, buddy?
I think we're both shook at what just happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty shook, man. This is insane. Like, I mean, I had a rough night myself, and I'll get into that in a second. But wow, like the Oscars were actually really, really good this year, and I'm shook. Like you said, I'm
Parasite.
Parasite,
Oh my
Parasite. Jessica from Chicago.
yes.
Congratulations
Bong
to
Hive.
Bong Hive strong. Congratulations to Bong Joon-ho and his team for obviously, we're talking about the Oscars here today,
For
but
winning every award, basically.
yeah, pretty
We
much
just
every single
won
award.
all the important awards.
All the important, well, yeah.
Most
Well,
important.
well, it was crazy because I actually wasn't able to watch the Oscars, as you know, and everyone at home. I'll let you in on a little story. So I'm coming home from my friend's house, and he actually helped us make a new intro and outro. So shout out to my one of my good friends, Alex, for helping us out with that. And I was like, yeah, I got like 30 minutes left. I'm gonna watch the Oscars and just have a good old time. See everyone's reactions on Twitter. And I wasn't able to stream it anywhere because apparently ABC News or ABC the streaming platform itself is blocked in my area, so I
It's
couldn't watch it.
unfortunate.
Yeah, and I was talking to a bunch of people, and I was like, okay, maybe I can try to find this on YouTube TV or Hulu TV. So apparently, I used up both of my free trials, and I
That's
tried
sad.
making new. Huh?
That's sad.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. So I tried making two different accounts for both Hulu and YouTube TV, and apparently they go off of your IP address.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so these streaming services are catching on. So I literally had to sit here and just like
Just
I said,
refresh your Twitter every second.
pretty much refresh my Twitter. I was sitting here watching some Star Wars Clone Wars, catching up on that, getting ready for season 7. But I felt left out. I felt helpless. I was actually pretty mad because I tried like a few Reddit streams, and we did have a stream for a bit that Culture Crave popped up, and I was watching it for like maybe the first 5-10 minutes, and then the link was dead. And then I went back to try to refresh it and get that link again through Culture Crave, and the tweet was gone. So I was literally just watching the Oscars from afar. I called my mom. She's like, oh, I can FaceTime it for you. I'm like, what do I look like?
I mean,
Trying to watch the Oscars.
it's something.
It is something, but I was like, no, that's okay. I'm fine. But yeah, that's just my little story, my little frantic night. But I wanted to let everyone know before we begin today's reaction discussion about the 92nd Academy Awards, I believe it is. You can listen to this review, excuse me, not this review. You can listen to this reaction episode on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, and Anchor. So, yeah, let's just dive in. I mean, I feel like we already talked a little bit about the Best Picture, but for Parasite. But what was going through your minds right before? Like, who did you think was going to win? Because I know we both filled out the Rotten Tomatoes Oscar nomination list. and
I
I
think we
wanted to
both
get your
chose
thoughts on that.
Parasite.
What's up?
I think
Yeah,
we
yeah,
both picked
actually,
Parasite.
yeah, we actually did both pick Parasite. And I didn't I was like, okay, this is like total wishful thinking on my end. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to see what happens and hope for the best. But yeah, I had Parasite for my best picture, and Devin had Parasite for his as well. But I really am excited that it's the first time in American history that a non-American film has won best picture. And I am beyond words because this film is so it like if there was a perfect film, or it's sitting at a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Yeah,
and it's just like,
it's as close to perfect as you can get.
yeah, like if there was a perfect film, I would say Parasite. Like, and I was actually talking to one of my friends earlier today. I was at my buddy's house. He's leaving, going out of town, and I asked him, I'm like, hey man, did you have you seen Parasite yet? And he was like, no, why? And I was like, well, you definitely need to see it. And he's like, what is it about? I'm like, well, I don't want to tell
It's
you what
it's
it's
very
about.
hard to explain. I've tried to explain it to some people, and it's just, like, impossible. You can't even it's hard to even, like, list the genres it is. Like, I guess it's a thriller? I guess? I don't even know. It's just so much stuff in one movie.
Yeah, it really it's kind of like, it's a thriller, it's a drama, it's
A lot of
so
comedy
a
or a fair
lot of
amount of comedy.
comedies. There's a little bit some romances in there, but I it's everything
I
jumbled
think I
into
think
one.
social thriller is probably the best way to describe it.
So okay, yeah, I like that a lot. I definitely do. That's a nice little has a nice little ring to it as well. Social thriller, and people
Yeah,
were
get
like, "Oh yeah,"
wrecked.
you're like, well, they were like, what the heck is that?" It's like, well, I just it's great because it's one of those movies that you actually have to show someone instead of just telling them what it's about and then them making up their mind if they want to see it. So it's easier just to show them, and especially for this type of film. I'm kind of glad that that happened, but congratulations.
I'm happy we were able to see it in theaters. I'm glad I made it over and we were able to see it on the big screen.
Absolutely, man. Like when walking in, I was like, okay, like it
The
wasn't
hype
that
just
I,
the hype just kept building and just came out of nowhere and just never stopped.
yeah, I think LCB actually called it. I think it was what Ken Jack. He said that it was the best film of the year, like right after he
Yeah,
saw
he
the,
saw it, like, in, like, the summer, like, he got a really early,
yeah.
screening of it.
Yeah, they did. So, I mean, props to them for, calling it as like best film of the year. And like, I feel like everybody wanted Parasite to win, no matter, between Joker and, Ford v Ferrari and any other, like the entire best picture catalog this year was stacked, or and it's just honestly, I would have been fine with any of these winning besides The Irishman, to be completely honest with you, because it was so stacked this year. And I'm just I can't really say much else. I'm just extremely happy. I want to see it again in theaters in black and white when it comes out. I have the Blu-ray here at home, but I just definitely want to see it in a different light. So yeah, I feel like we've talked 20 straight minutes about Parasite, but
Oh,
that's all right.
we can do more,
I mean,
and we're gonna have to do more because it won more categories, so
it did. It really, yeah. It's wow. All right, so let's just go down the list here. We'll start from the best down to the most important. Then we'll kind of pick and choose which ones we want to talk about from there. So leading off of the best picture category, we have actress, best actress in a leading role. Now, this one really threw me for a loop because I didn't think Renee Zellweger was all that good, and I didn't even see this movie. But after seeing the um, after seeing the trailer, I was just so like, yeah, this movie really isn't for me. And I'm actually very surprised that Scarlett Johansson or Saoirse Ronan didn't win because this literally came out of left field for me. I mean, like you were
I predicted it because she won the Golden Globes for it, I think some other awards for it, so it just kind of felt like it was gonna happen.
Yeah, and I had Scarlett Johansson going in, taking this one home, but I don't know. If anyone's seen Judy out there, let us know.
Any of the 10 of you who have seen Judy, please, reach out.
Seriously, because I'm just, I can't really say too much. I mean, I guess out of this, category,
I
who would
mean,
you say
I
was
guess
the
I'm happy for her. Is this her first Oscar?
I think it
It
is
might
her
be.
first Oscar. I know she's been acting for a while, but I mean, the snub for this, I would definitely have to say it's I think the snub was either Scarlett Johansson or Saoirse Ronan. Probably Scarlett just a little bit more because I enjoyed Marriage Story that much. But what about you?
I'd say the ultimate snub is Lupita Nyong'o for not even getting nominated. That's, like, the ultimate
Oh, you know what? I
snub.
forgot about that. That is, yeah.
I
And
know that movie came out a while ago, but she was so good in it.
that's not even an excuse because everyone's sitting here like, oh, it came out early in the year. People are forgetting about it. No, because it was showcased in plenty of other awards
Yeah,
throughout the
they even
season.
had, like, people dressed up as, like, the tethered people at the beginning of the Oscar ceremony.
I don't get it. I don't understand that whatsoever. That literally makes no sense to me. But yes, from the actresses that are on this list, I would say Scarlett should have won and or Saoirse. I heard Charlize Theron was okay. I didn't really think Harriet was all that great for with Cynthia Erivo, but I think she did a phenomenal job in that role. But I mean,
It's actually,
congratulations, huh?
Arrivo. Steve
Yeah,
Martin made the same mistake, apparently.
that's right, Arivo. That is my fault. It's a good thing we're not, on live on the air since, this is a podcast and it's more on demand. But yeah, congratulations to Renee Zellweger for Judy. I guess. So that's the thing.
On to the big man,
On to
big
the
winner
big
here.
man for an actor in a leading role. Our boy Joaquin Phoenix took this one home.
How could you not see this one coming?
Honestly, yeah, I would have been very surprised and very happy if it was Adam Driver, but I'm very I mean, apparently Antonio Banderas is very good in Pain and Glory. I still haven't seen that. I would like to check out The Two Popes. Leo being in this category, he finally won his first Oscar for The Revenant. I thought he had a pretty good chance, but like I said, during the Golden Globes, it's during the entire award season, it's been between the Phoenix and the Driver, and the Phoenix came out on top, and he is risen from the ashes. So he's he's definitely, man. He's won a lot of awards this award season, hasn't he? He's just been killing it.
He's been sweeping the Best Actor awards, I
He
think.
really has, and I know a lot of people out there don't like Joker, but like you cannot deny, like
Even if you don't like it, you have to just, like, give him props for the effort and everything he put into this role.
yeah, and I'm looking at like a picture of him. Actually, it's actually a thumbnail clip of his right before his Oscar speech. He just looks so not smug, but he's just like, I don't know, like very
The speech was definitely interesting.
was it? Well,
Had its ups and downs.
so like I guess what did he say exact? Because I didn't even like I haven't really even watched a lot of the any of the acceptance speeches. I know someone had talked about I think it was the same guy who was making fun of Bong Joon-ho for his Parasite win. That one tweet that you sent me.
Oh, that was
I'm
horrible.
pretty sure it was the same guy was saying something about Joaquin Phoenix, and I was like, "What is he? I just don't know." And people out there are just insane. He said something about I guess he was talking about gender equality, things of that nature, and just the overall issue with that in the film industry. And the guy didn't agree with it, of course. And I'm like, who is this guy? Because I'm not a fan of you right now, and I don't even know who you are. So that makes it 10 times worse. But oh well. I mean, Joaquin
Yeah,
took home.
his speech at one point, it was talking about, like, veganism and stuff, and then towards the end, he kinda shouted out his brother, Rivers Phoenix,
Yeah, we
who
passed.
unfortunately died.
Right.
He gave him a nice quote that Rivers Phoenix made, and that was a really touching part.
Yeah, Joaquin's definitely a different breed from a lot of people, but hey,
He
man,
also, like, he kind of he during the speech, he, like, apologized to everyone in his career for how, like, hard he was to work with and how kind of, like, spoiled and bad he was acting towards other people.
I had no clue. I mean, honestly, I mean, I knew RDJ was very particular in his set piece when when he goes and performs a role for a movie. But I mean, hey, that's great for him. I'm happy for Joaquin Phoenix for winning for Joker, and congratulations to everyone else who got nominated. But yeah, Mr. Joaquin Phoenix winning for the lead actor. So I guess let's go back over to transition over to best director, and of course we had Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 1917, Joker, The Irishman, and Parasite, and of course our boy.
This one was, like, almost as big of a surprise as Best Picture.
Yeah, because when you had texted me and just said Parasite, I was like, wait, are they already on Best Picture? And you're like, no, we won for directing. And that was obviously prior. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, it took me a second to sink in. I know a lot of people were rooting for Quentin Tarantino. Like, and again, this is a very stacked cast. I know a lot of people don't think that Todd Phillips should be in there, but I mean, it is what it is, and he didn't end up winning anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So, Parasite train continues. What did you say? The Bong Hive. So
Bong Hive?
Bong Hive. Oh, so that's really really fun. And I actually had him down for winning best directing as well on my Oscar ballot. So we've actually been doing. I'm two for one. So that's pretty good so far.
For Best Director, I had, Sam Mendes. I was actually pretty confident in that, so that's why this was so surprising, but both definitely worthy.
Actually, I lied because I put Adam Driver down for leading role. So I got actor and actress in a leading role wrong, but I got director and best picture. So I'm two for two. And that crap. I was like, wait, two for
So
one.
I'm currently 3 for 4.
Hmm. We'll have to
I only got director wrong.
oh boy. We'll definitely have to think of a little bet for I still I still have to watch Aquaman, and I'll probably I lost our bet from the Oscars, so I probably need to do that this weekend. But really quick, how was Billie Eilish's she sings yesterday
Yeah,
for
it was pretty good. I mean, Yesterday's always a good song to hear,
mm,
just classic.
okay.
And it was during In Memoriam, so it's just nice to see the, faces pop up.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because I thought she was singing a song for I thought it was for the new James Bond film.
And that song's not out yet, so
Oh, okay. So I guess she's working on that separately. So, all right. Well, congratulations to Billie Eilish for that. So that's pretty cool. So let's move back on. Let's move on here to the best original song. A few of the nominees here, really quick. We had "Stand Up" from Harriet. Into the Unknown from Frozen 2. I felt like singing there for a second. I was like, Into the Unknown. I was like, wait, I probably shouldn't sing that.
yeah.
But Into the Unknown. It that song grows on me, so I apologize. And we also have I'm Standing with You from Breakthrough. I did not see that movie at all, but I know what it's about. And then we had Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away from Toy Story. And the winner is I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket Man.
You gained some ground with this one.
Yeah, you really, really did. I wish that Rocket Man was showcased more in the Oscars. I'm very surprised that Taron Egerton did not get a leading.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that was a huge snub in leading actor.
That, oh my gosh, you're right, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to blow through these as fast, but yes, I do agree there. I think we both agree for directing that there was no snub there. But
Yeah, we couldn't even name who it was, but it was definitely a good movie.
yeah, definitely a good movie, absolutely. So, I mean, I would say maybe for best original song, from what we've seen this year, I think this pretty much covers it. I know that Disney has been pushing Into the Unknown, but there was another song in Frozen that Anna sang, and I can't remember the name of it right now, but I think everyone would know what I'm talking about. It was like her solo song in Frozen 2 that people felt like it was better than Into the Unknown, but I mean Disney wanted to push this one instead, so I mean that's cool. You know, Kristen and Robert Lopez worked on this. They also worked on Let It Go for Frozen, so I mean that's pretty cool, you know.
They do seem like, some musical geniuses.
Yeah, nice little musical couple there. So I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. What did I have for best original song?
You had the winner.
I had, yeah, I did. That's right. That's right. Wow. All right. So I'm doing
I
pretty
had
good.
Into the Unknown, so
And
you're catching
I
up.
thought I was gonna win, but I was like, you know what? Something's telling me Rocket Man, but I didn't think Rocket Man was gonna win at all. So I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But any snubs that come to mind for best original song?
No, can't think of anything.
Yeah, I can't either. All right. Oh well. We'll just move on here. Um, on to another musical category, the best original score. We had Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker by John Williams, 1917 by Thomas Newman, Marriage Story by Randy Newman, Little Women by Alexandre Desplat, and Hilder. I'm not going to pronounce that last name, but congratulations to Joker for best original score.
We both had this
We
one,
both
and it
had
was
this one on our list.
definitely
Yes,
worthy. It
definitely
was just
worthy.
it was so unique and haunting and
It was
it
very
just, like,
eerie,
got
wasn't
under
it?
your skin.
Yeah, it really was. It was, and I was like, man, like this is actually like this is actually really really good. I know a lot of people were looking forward for 1917, but I have to say I quite enjoyed every score, every movie score in this category. Um, I'm trying to think of a, well, it's actually especially Marriage Story because you know Randy Newman and Toy Story, he's been doing that for so long, but I thought the score was very good, but honestly, I did think 1917 was going to take this one home originally because that movie started getting a lot of traction, and it just kind of I was like, all right, well, I think it's going to win Best Picture, which it didn't. But I thought it would have taken home more awards, but I guess it didn't. But any other school?
It still had a fair amount.
Wait, what's going on?
It still got a couple awards.
Okay, yeah,
You just haven't
like I
gotten to them
said,
yet.
like I said, I haven't really looked up ever, so I'm kind of actually finding some of these out as we're going along. I mean, I knew about the big ones, but yeah, congratulations to best original score for Joker. You know, it's been cleaning up everywhere, so there's not much else to say about that one. But yeah, we both had that for original score. So I guess we'll head down to, well, I guess Elton John. I didn't know.
International feature film. Yeah, and Elton John also did perform the original song.
Yeah, so
Definitely,
that's good.
good to see him up there.
That's I mean, it should have been Taron, you know, after he won
I
for.
would have liked to see them sing it together,
Yeah,
but,
oh, that would have been amazing, wouldn't it? That would have been
yeah.
something special, absolutely. But I know Sir Alan John, he's been gung ho about this movie, and this is like the first time that we've actually had a biopic, you know, of the person who's still alive. I believe I can't think of one um that we've had where you know the artist or the person in under review was alive during the you know time of the biopic. So congratulations to Elton John for putting on a hell of a show. I'll definitely have to check out a lot of these videos, but anyway, back on the Bong Hive train for best
This is
international.
definitely the easiest choice of every category.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, it's Parasite's killing it. They've won for international feature film. And then the other nominees for this were Pain and Glory, which was for Spain. Les Miserables, is that how you pronounce it? France, Honeyland, North Macedonia. I have no clue where that is. And Corpus Christi in Poland.
Macedonia, right in Ohio,
Yeah.
right in our neck of the
Oh,
woods.
shoot. That's right down the street. My gosh. Why didn't you say so? That's amazing. Oh, well. Well, yeah. Good old Macedonia, that nice little Cinemark over there. Then we started just going to the Aurora Cinemark instead because it was closer.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that Portrait of a Lady on Fire wasn't here instead of Les Miserables. I'm butchering that last part, so I'm sorry. But again, Parasite just continues to sweep, and actually I heard that Martin Scorsese was like asleep half of the time. I heard he was looking
He
pretty
was
rough.
asleep during a very specific moment
Oh
that we can
gosh.
talk about
Okay. All
later.
right. All
It
right.
was
Hey.
pretty funny.
I have no. What do they like call his name up? He didn't come up, so they just went to the next person. Like, all right. Well, it doesn't look like Marty wants the award, so we'll just hand it to the runner up. Um, so going back and for the next category, transitioning here, best makeup and hairstyling for the nominees, we had 1917, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, Judy, Joker, and Bombshell. And it looks like Bombshell took this home.
It
I
makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, did you?
If you just seeing the trailer, like, the transformations they had to make for the main characters is just pretty amazing.
Right, did you see Bombshell or no?
No, I did
I
not.
still haven't seen it either. And it was one of the movies I wanted to check out during the beginning of the year, and then I just never went. So one day I'll watch it because I hear it's pretty good. So I guess I would say a snub for this would have been I guess it would have been Rocket Man, maybe. I don't even know who I put down for the um for
I don't know if we
I
need
put
snubs for
Joker.
the, makeup category.
Yeah, I mean, I put Joker just because
Yeah, I chose Joker too, so we both missed out on
yeah,
that
it's
one.
okay. All right, whatever. Well, speaking of, visual effects on screen, let's move on to the visual effects category, where we have Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, The Lion King, The Irishman, Avengers: Endgame, in 1917. And I seriously thought that either Avengers Endgame or Star Wars is going to take this
I
home.
was definitely pulling for Endgame here. That's what I chose. I was kinda hoping they got some love, but no such luck.
Yeah, I believe I chose Star Wars for this one. So, but 1917 ended up winning instead. So, hey, that's
It
cool.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, makes total sense. I mean, I can't really.
Everything looked really impressive, especially that scene where they're in, like, that burning like, village, like, that's all CGI, basically. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty insane. And I would have to agree that the visual effects were literally just insane. But I mean, congratulations to Sam Mendes for beating out the empire that is known as Disney. So that's I mean, hey man, it's Lion King, Star Wars, and Avengers. I'm like, it's got to win. I'm actually kind of glad Irishman didn't win because it looked really good at times with the aging and de-aging, but nothing really. So
They weren't able to put in, effective kicking with their
that was
CGI.
so terrible, dude. I was like, what is this? So the first time I saw it, I was like, wait, Did he even like kick him?
He just
He
whiffed.
just whipped at the air and was like, maybe he'll hit him, maybe he won't. But honestly, I don't really think there's too many visual effects snubs for this. Maybe Toy Story, I guess, because that uh, um well, no, this is visual, so I'm sorry. That's a little bit. Well, then again, The Lion King is very you know, non live action, but congratulations to 1917. So I guess let's move on. I actually really quick wanted to talk about what was up with this cats thing.
It was just James Corden and Rebel Wilson basically just making fun of how terrible their movie was.
Okay, by dressing up as there. All right. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
It doesn't look much worse than what the movie
It looks
was,
exactly like the movie did. Honestly, I couldn't
and
even
I'm
tell the
sure it
difference.
just took a lot less effort.
Oh yeah. They probably just bought those like costumes at like Party City or something, or I don't know. Oh well. So next would be here. We know Cynthia Erivo did a performance for Stand Up from Harriet. Um,
I like that
Congratulations.
dress. Nice, looks like a cool gold dress. I like
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah. I actually do like that. So that's a pretty nice looking dress. But congratulations to her for that. So I guess we'll just head over to film editing now. For
This one was a kind of a surprise, but it does make sense.
yeah, so for the nominees here, for anyone who doesn't know, we have Parasite, Joker, Jojo Rabbit, The Irishman, and Ford v Ferrari, aka Le Monde, is what they call it over.
AKA dad movie of the century.
aka Boomer City Central Movie Flick Tuesdays. I don't know.
Oh yeah. It'll be on USA Network till the day we die.
Right. But yeah, Ford v Ferrari took this one home, and um, I guess I mean yeah, sure.
I mean, I definitely chose Parasite just because it was like edited perfectly. I did feel like in Ford vs Ferrari there were like a couple lulls throughout the movie that I just kind of got bored during, but
yeah, I also had Parasite for best film editing because I just love that movie. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't really I kind of actually would have wished that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was in this category, but because I thought the editing.
I also texted you that I thought it was funny that The Irishman was in here because it was a 3.5 hour movie and they just couldn't even edit out any of that to make it
Or
shorter.
maybe
It's
they
kind of
did,
funny.
and 3.5 hours is what they came up with. The world may never know.
Yeah.
I have no clue, dude. It's some very weird stuff.
And also that kicking scene is just the worst
It's
some of the worst
so
editing you'll ever
bad.
see.
So bad for 3.5 hours. That movie felt like such a chore, dude. You, oh my god. Anyway, let's move on to cinematography really quick. So
Oh boy, this is a good one.
yeah, it actually is. I didn't expect this one to win, but we have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Lighthouse, Joker, The Irishman, and 1917. So, uh,
Our boy Freaky Deaky Roger Deakins gets the
did you
win
agree
again.
with this choosing?
Yes, he's so good. He he also did Blade Runner 19 or 2000,
Blade,
what is it,
oh yeah,
47?
Blade Runner.
2049. Yeah.
2049.
He just makes these beautiful looking movies every time and it all just looks so stunning.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I thought 1917 was honestly the best. When it comes to cinematography, that was the main reason why I went. If it wasn't, the whole quote unquote one shot take, I would not care as much. But I mean, it is what it is. So that's pretty cool. Actually, I'm surprised the Lighthouse hasn't gotten any love. I mean, it's a very odd movie, but the cinematography in that movie is very, very fantastic. But oh well, congratulations to 1917 there. So And oh, I guess Randy looks like Randy Newman performed "I Can't Let You Throw Your Self Away" for from Toy Story 4, so that's pretty cool. What did you think of that performance?
It's good to see old Randy up on
Yeah.
stage. That very unique voice.
Very, very true. So next up, we do have sound mixing. The nominees, really quick, are "Once Upon a Time in Hollywood," "Joker," "Four v Ferrari," "Ad Astra," and 1917. And 1917, "Took It Home." Honestly, no real surprise there.
Definitely agree with that one
Yeah,
too.
I think I actually have four v.
It felt like it felt like you were, like, just playing, like, COD and you had, like, a headset on, and you were just, like, in a war, just everything was just happening around you.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely it felt more it did the movie itself definitely felt more like a video game because or third person because you're over the person's shoulder the entire time and they're going from checkpoint A to checkpoint B, pretty much like the save files and or their save statuses.
And their checkpoints just all happened to be other famous actors.
Which it was actually very interesting how they did that, and I kind of like how they did that as well.
I really like that. It's just, like, gives you, like, something to recognize and relate to.
Yeah, absolutely. What did I have for sound mixing? Oh, I actually have 4V Ferrari. I thought that was gonna beat it out, but it looks like it didn't. But that's okay.
I had 1917,
Hmm.
so
Well, congratulations to you then, I guess. I don't know. I'm just here, just, just trying to call the shots, but I'm so
I pretty much just chose 1917 for every technical award because I just thought technically it's just
It
amazing.
really is. It really is. So I guess next we do have sound editing, which is different from sound mixing, but we had Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 1917, and Joker. And Ford v Ferrari took this one to the bank, and I believe I actually have Ford v Ferrari for sound edit. Nope, I lied. I have Star Wars: The Rise of
No,
Skywalker.
you did have it for sound
You
mixing.
did?
Wait, you
Oh,
had 4 Ferrari for sound mixing and then Star Wars
right.
for sound
Okay. Yeah.
editing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you chose 4 Ferrari for the wrong one,
It's
basically.
okay. I mean, it is what it is. But I like the sound editing in Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker. So that's just me. But I mean, you have anything to add for sound editing?
Not really.
All right. I guess we'll just move on ahead.
Here's the most random part of the night
Yeah,
coming up.
so the most random part, Eminem comes on stage and he performs "Lose Yourself." And
I guess I found out the reasoning is because obviously that song won Oscar for best original song, whatever, like 20 years ago, and he never got to perform it. So I guess they waited this long and he just kind of did it randomly.
that's pretty cool.
It was still very
Was
strange.
Yeah, it was strange for him to sing his old stuff.
He just came up out of nowhere.
Hey, I mean,
And this is the part during the award show where they panned to Martin Scorsese and he was like passed out, like barely staying
yeah,
awake. He just wasn't feeling that. He wasn't feeling Marshall Mathers.
I saw so many people tweeting. They're like, "Oh my god, Marty, wake up!" But hey, I mean, Marty is an elderly citizen now.
Eminem just another theme park to him.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'll definitely have to check out the full performance there. But that's pretty cool that he came out and did "Lose Yourself." That's pretty sweet. Uh,
Just classic tune.
bum, 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 bum. All right. So we're almost done here, I believe. Especially for the more important
The ones that we are knowledgeable about,
yeah.
at least.
Yeah, I would say that. So next up, we have actress in a supporting role. We have Laura Dern, Kathy Bates, Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh, and Margot Robbie. And for some reason, Lauren Dern won this one. I mean, I think she did a really good job in Marriage Story, but everyone was saying that oh, she's playing herself on a different TV show or like a different movie, and I was like, well, I don't really care about that. So, I mean, yeah. it is what it is.
I wasn't really surprised because I just kind of expected it because she also won the Globes. I did want Scarlett Johansson to win, but I went with Laura Dern because I wanted to be right.
I believe I went with Florence Pugh on this one myself. Yeah, I did. And I mean, no love for Florence there. That's okay. You know, she's head of
I think she should have been nominated for Midsummer.
yeah, honestly, because we know that, you know, the Academy doesn't really like you know, horror films. I mean, neither do I, but I mean, you cannot deny.
You've been getting better. You've been
Yeah,
adapting.
I wasn't really I didn't really care about seeing what was it? Gransel, Hedel and Gransel and Hansel, Lancel, whatever. The
Whatever they called it.
hashling slasher movie film thing. But yeah, Laura Dern wins for actress in supporting role, and I don't know. I mean, I didn't really care for Richard Jewell. I didn't see it. Surprised no, and again, this was Scarlett's second shot to
Yeah, she's one of few people who have had 2 nominations for separate
yeah,
awards.
and she didn't get either or, which I'm kind of sad, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. But I'm not gonna.
She got the recognition.
Yeah, yeah, it's always good to have that recognition because and it doesn't even matter who wins sometimes because you know it gets the general populace or the people who go see movies like maybe once or twice a year to go back out and see these other films as well. So minus you know the ones that are on Netflix because you can just watch those whenever. But yeah, I don't know. Congratulations to Laura Dern there. So Marriage Story for the win.
I think we can skip over documentaries because I don't know about you,
I
but I have
haven't
not
seen
seen
any
any of these.
documentaries, nothing of the sort whatsoever. I'm actually,
Costume design,
yeah,
Little Woman, definitely
I'm
not
not surprised at
surprised.
all. Um, you know, it looked as authentic as it should. You know, it was during the, I believe, Little Women is set during the Civil War. I could be blanking on that, but let me know in the comments down below if I am wrong. Because quite frankly, I'm not going to look that up right now. So, congratulations to Little Women. The other runner-ups there, I don't really know if it was a runner-up, but the other nominees were Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Joker, Jojo Rabbit, and The Irishman. So, yeah, cool, cool. Chrissy Metz doing some kind of Stand With You. Was that from Breakthrough? I'm Standing With You, whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
All the best original song nominees
Oh,
performed
okay,
their
okay.
songs throughout the
So
night.
we can
That's
all
how it
right, yeah, we
usually
can just kind of
goes.
glaze over that. So really quick, I know that actually I mean, you didn't see any short films for live action, right? Neither did I. Production design, really quick. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood won for that, and the other nominees for that were The Irishman, uh, Jojo Rabbit, 1917. There's actually a typo here on, on CBS News. They put 109. They put quote 191 quote and then 17. If if you see that. Tisk tisk.
Tisk tisk.
And Parasite as well. I can't really say if there's any snubs here because I don't really care too much about production.
I do agree with Once Upon a Time here. It felt like you
Yeah,
were in
it
'60s
really did,
Hollywood.
right?
Like, it
Like
was really well
it
done.
was insane. I mean, Jojo Rabbit, yeah, but yeah, it Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I actually think I had that on my list for it to win. So there we go. There we go. So we'll just glaze over film for live action. The Neighbors, Window,
Oh, this
one,
one got me
but let's
excited.
go on
Oh,
to another
yes.
exciting um, category here. We have Best Adapted Screenplay. And the nominees are The Two Popes, Little Women, Joker, The Irishman, and the winner, Jojo Rabbit. Taika Waititi
Yes!
takes home the gold.
My favorite movie of the year got at
I'm
least
very,
some
very
love.
excited that
So
it got
happy.
adapted screenplay. I thought I honestly thought that Little Women actually stood a chance here. Just because yes, the story is about 150 years old and there's been so many versions, so many renditions, but I think this is the best one we have to date. But I'm really glad that Jojo Rabbit's getting some love. It comes out on Blu-ray in the next few weeks. I know that you can get the digital copy now. If you're impatient like me, I probably will pick up the digital copy and then pick up the physical copy because I just want to see this movie again so bad. It's been a while since I've seen it, and I haven't seen it since the Nashville Film Festival. So that's always
And I do recommend watching our boy Taika's acceptance speech because he had quite a nice couple little jokes there he threw in. He talked about how the award felt light and he wanted a heavier one.
That's a good one. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out everyone's acceptance speech. Maybe check out uh Eminem and Billie Eilish's performances. The rest of the performances I don't really care too much about. But yeah, our boy Tyga taking it home. He's been killing it lately, and it's just a great day for film fans, man. This has been a great night. But moving on here again to the best original.
Here's where the Parasite hype train started
Yeah,
rolling
yeah,
throughout the
because
night
we're
off
kind of
throughout the
going
night so far.
backwards. As if anyone hasn't been able to tell already, we're kind of going from the best down. So best original screenplay, Parasite won, and the other nominees were Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 1917, Marriage Story, and Knives Out. I thought Knives Out had a little bit of a chance because it didn't really get nominated for too much else. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I'm very excited that Parasite is finally getting the love and recognition that it honestly deserves. Honestly, and this like we said before, this is a damn near perfect movie, and it deserves these awards as such. Is there any snubs that you think that you could think of that we might have glossed over or the Academy might have glossed over on?
I think Endgame or Star Wars because those are
Yeah,
original,
I mean
right?
technically, I actually had Knives Out winning this one going in. So I mean, it is what it is. But hey, I'm very excited for Parasite. This is what the third, fourth award for Parasite. I think they won three, fourth.
Fourth. I won four. He's got four statues and two in each
Okay,
hand, buddy.
okay. For anyone who's seen short film and there's animated short films, Hair Love by Matthew A. Sherry and Karen Rupert.
I actually had that one. I think I saw it on Twitter, and it was this
Was it?
very
Hmm.
touching story.
I'll have to check it out. I don't know what any of these are. I think I have heard of Hair Love before, but I mean that's about it. But here's another one. Um, while we're on animated, so for best animated feature film, I was actually very surprised. I'm not like, oh my gosh, about the winner. It's
These the awards for this have been all over the place this award season. Like it
right
has
because
not been
Missing
one
Link
winning
won
multiple.
animated feature during the Golden Globes, and then we actually just had the Spirit Awards were last night, as well as we had the BAFTAs about a week ago and what have you. Um, So, excuse me there. Awards season definitely has been in full swing, but let me just read off the nominees for best animated feature film. We had Missing Link, Klaus, I Lost My Body, How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World, and Toy Story 4. And of course, Toy Story 4 took this home. They won.
I shoulda chose it. I just kinda went on a whim and chose How to Train
I
Your
really
Dragon, I'm not
wanted
gonna
How to
lie.
Train Your Dragon to win.
I never
Oh,
even saw
really?
it, I just picked it.
Hey, that's okay. What did I have for anime? I actually had Klaus going in because that is a very, very good movie and it's hand drawn as well. So you don't really see a lot of those these days. I hear I Lost My Body is very good, very, very fantastic in all of its ways, shapes, and forms. But I mean, I can't really get mad. Toy Story 4 won, so that's pretty cool. And congratulations to Toy Story 4 for winning that. Trying to think of there hasn't really been that many.
There's one other award, for the night. The first one I was surprised it was the first one they went with too, actor in a
Yeah,
supporting role.
yeah, that is very, very true. So this actually kicked off the entire night with a bang. Really quick for the for the nominations. There was Tom Hanks for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Al Pacino and Joe Pesci both for The Irishman, Anthony Hopkins for The Two Popes, and Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And Brad Pitt won this one. He's I was like, you know what? I feel like it's going to be a really good award season and a really good Oscar night. And Brad Pitt is the one who took us home, and he started the night off right, I should say.
It's its first Oscar
Yeah,
win too, which is kinda
man, he's in
crazy, but
a lot of films, and I'm finally glad he got his. Leo got his. Brad Pitt's got his. Let's make another movie.
Cliff Booth
I
is an all-time movie
I think
character name,
everyone could
like, it's
use a
just
Cliff
so
Booth in
cool.
their lives,
Cliff
to be
Booth.
completely honest. Like, I'm just
Oh,
so
yeah.
giddy for it. But yeah, I believe so. That pretty much wraps it up for all of the winners that we went through. I know we skipped over just a few categories here, but that pretty much covers it there. It is like I said before, it's just been insane. The night was great. I'm really, really, really disappointed I wasn't able to view the Oscars. It still doesn't make sense to me as to why that is, but it is what it is. And, either way, we were still able to give our thoughts and our reactions. So I wanted to ask you, Devin, compare it to last year's awards. How does this stack? Like, how does this compare to you?
I think it was a lot more surprising this year because Parasite just kind of steamrolled everything basically, and I don't think anyone really expected that, but I think everyone was also kind of happy with that, so kinda like the perfect outcome because you got some surprises, but you also are
Yeah,
happy with the
I would
surprises.
definitely have to agree with you there, man. Besides a few snubs here or there, I would say it was a very, very successful Oscars. And last year was just the movies that came out were it was just hit after.
And the Green Book thing, it was kinda like, people aren't really that
Yeah,
fond of that
and
movie.
I saw Green Book after the Oscars, so I do think the Oscars is a great way for people to, go out and see all these other films that they haven't necessarily heard of themselves and kind of form their own opinions. And it's like, oh well, let me go. Hopefully, more people will actually, buy Parasite or watch Parasite now because it's gaining so much traction. And yeah, I would definitely have to agree. I think it is a lot better than last year's. I feel like last year's went on way, way too long. I feel like even though I didn't necessarily watch the Oscars this year, I felt like they went by pretty fast. Because as soon as you had texted me saying that, oh, what was it? For leading actor for Joaquin, I was like, okay, there has to be just one more left, and it was like around 10 o'clock. I'm like, wow, feels like very early, but I'm not sure if it was the fact that they started earlier or what. But I remember last year's drug on. I was feeling like Martin Scorsese and in the audience this year, but saw a little bit of Spike Lee as well, with his except with his speech and his tribute with for Kobe Bryant. May he and his daughter and the other passengers who died in the helicopter crash rest in peace as well. But yeah, man, I actually think this wraps it up here. Excuse me.
I have some
Let's hear,
breaking
buddy.
news to report. This coming
Dun,
in
dun,
from
dun,
Lights
dun,
Camera
dun.
Pod 2 minutes ago. Bong Joon-ho had a historic night at the Oscars and tied Walt Disney for the most wins in a single night with
Wow.
4 Oscars. He
Oh
tied
my
Walt
gosh,
Disney, bruh.
this man is on fire. The Bong Hive is strong. 4 wins and
4
one.
wins in
This is
one
the
night.
Grammys all over again with Billie Eilish. Well, she won 5, I believe. She was nominated for 6 and won 5. And this is a crazy year for entertainment. You know, between movies and even the not the Grammys, excuse me, the Emmys could have been a little bit better for TV, but I feel like we're going to be getting a lot of great TV shows this year as well because that's something I live and breathe for myself. But wow, Bong Joon Ho, you know, breaking American tradition and tying Disney when it comes to these awards and just kicking ass and taking names, to be completely honest with you. So I think it is, like I said, it's a great day for film fans, great year for the entertainment industry overall. And I'm just so happy that we are alive to experience these projects and these art forms that we can enjoy time and time again for the years to come as well. But I do believe, I know I've been saying that a lot. Oh, I do believe this is over, blah 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 blah. But for now, well, actually, I think that's like the first breaking news we've had on our podcast. So that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, that will do it here for today, everyone. Just to let you know, again, you can listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, and Anchor, and as well on YouTube. And if you're listening on YouTube, give us a like and subscribe button. Well, not a like and subscribe button. Hit that like and subscribe button, as well as leave us a rating on Apple Podcasts, because we've been trying to get that in there, and we want to hear from you guys. We really do. And so you can also check out our Birds of Prey review and our previous podcast where we talk about Sam Raimi directing Doctor Strange 2. And I believe we are reviewing, what are we reviewing this week, Devin? Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. It's been
Sonic,
a
yeah.
pretty slow week, or not week, slow month for movies. Birds of Prey did not perform as well as people were hoping, but hey, that's okay. As long as if you saw the movie and you liked it, that's all that really matters. But I'm kind of excited for this Song of the Hedgehog movie. So
It should be
yeah, hopefully.
some nice
And
dumb fun,
I
hopefully.
have a feeling it's going to perform better than Birds of Prey, and I don't know why, but I mean, the Sonic fandom is huge, and they've been around for so long. But um, yeah, I guess we'll just end it here. We will see you guys later, and we'll just see you guys in the next review.
Bong Hive.